I'm going to take you back to where I grew up as a boy. Every Sunday evening, we'd have bubble and squeak with the leftovers from Sunday lunch. Very simple. Boiled potatoes. King Edward's, for example. So just break them up with your hand. Almost like a rough mash. A pomme écrasée, as they say in France. Then we take in the cabbage. And then the sweet puree. Work it all together. Season. Butter the pan. And then what we do, we take in our bubble and squeak. That's a big bubble. And just bring the heat in slowly. Never throw your bubble and squeak into a hot pan. You'll scorch it. Into a cold pan. Shape it. Allow the warmth to penetrate the cake. And then slowly caramelize. As you can see, look. There she is. So, like a tortilla, I like my bubble and squeak rather crispy and rather dark. I like taking it that little bit further down the road. Just tuck her in. Just know what's going on inside. That's hot enough. And I like to serve it as a vegetable or just with fried eggs on top, crystal salt. Delicious. Lentils, in my opinion, underused and underrated. These lentils, straight in. Water. A generous amount of olive oil. Bay leaf. Bit of crystal salt. Sprig of thyme. Onion. Carrot. Stick of celery. It's that simple. When you put the aromats in, it's there to enhance the flavour of the lentils, not to dominate the flavour of the lentils. Bring to the boil, simmer for 35 to 40 minutes. Allow them to cool, and then it's what you do with them from there. When the lentils become soft to the palate, that's when they're ready. You don't want any resistance. Okay, they're ready. The pepper. A little seasoning. A little bit more olive oil. Work it through. Onto the tray. Why? To cool them down. Remove the garnish. It has nothing left to give. A little more olive oil for my palate. Just work that through. I love lentils cooked the way my family in Italy cook them. Lots of olive oil, generous with seasoning. Now that can be served with chicken, roast meats and fish, or on their own. And one of the first dishes the great Michael Lawson taught me was how to braise cabbage, like he'd been taught as a boy at the Queen's in Leeds. And 40 plus years on, I'm still making it. So we take our red cabbage and cut into 4. The insides we use for a salad, and the outsides we braise. There's our cabbage. In we go. Half stick of cinnamon and some currants. If you haven't got a stick of cinnamon, then a little pinch is fine. A glass of red wine vinegar, a glass of caster sugar. You could use brown sugar, and a glass of water. On the stove, just work it through. It's the vinegar that retains the colour. That's why you have that sort of dark red, which is beautiful. A little bit of seasoning. Make a rough cartouche over the top, and we braise for 15 to 20 minutes. Every so often, give it a stir. What a cartouche does is slows down the cooking, so therefore the moisture can't evaporate as quick. As you can see, it's come to the boil. Okay. There we are. There we are. I can smell the cinnamon, the acidity. The currency is beautiful with it. And that's your braised red cabbage, like I was first taught it in 1979. Aubergine is one of my favourite vegetables. Delicious, amazing, versatile. So what I'm going to do next for you is give you insight how to make the perfect aubergine caviar. The first thing we do is take off the nose and then ride your knife under the skin down the length of the aubergine. So now what we do is cut them into chunks. Into the bowl. There's our aubergines. A little salt, olive oil, rosemary, garlic. Lemon juice. Now, mix them up. Cling film them, wrap it tight, and then we place it in the microwave for 8 minutes to 10 minutes. But while that's cooking, let's make the fresh tomato fondue. Olive oil, in with the shallots. Tomatoes. As you see, you remove the skin, you remove the seeds, so it cooks quicker and there's no traces of bitterness. In with the tomato puree, a little seasoning, a little bit of rosemary. Just cook slowly to remove the water content to make that fondue and just melt it down. And there we have our aubergine cooked à la microwave. And the reason why, because it gives me the best result. It steams, and by cooking it quickly, one, you retain freshness, but secondly, you retain that deliciously creamy colour. There's our aubergine. And chop. By coarsely chopping it with your knife, you retain texture. Now, the fresh tomato fondue I made. There we are. And here's some basil from the summer, which I preserved when basil was at its best. And now what we do, you just fold it in. Little salt, maybe a little pepper. And there's our aubergine caviar with fresh tomato fondue and basil. Aubergine caviar, it works well with fish. It works well on its own. Delicious.